Hello everybody, welcome back to the GonzoEwok channel. You're watching our Let's Play series of the Kerbal Space Programme, and we like to call it something a little different around here, don't we? What do we
call it?
The
Geordie Space Programme!
If you watched our last episode, which was Operation Geordie Invasion, you'll have seen that the invasion has pretty much failed before it has started, and we've only managed to get 2 ships on their way to the various planetary bodies. So at the moment we have 1 ship heading towards Minmus, 1 ship heading towards the Mun, and we're just going to try and land them. That's the plan for this episode.
That's all we can do, and I'd like to just kind of point out that really it should have probably been called Project Greensmear. Just to bring that back, we should have called it Project Greensmear.
Right, so we've got the Red Les Mark 1 here. What the fuck's that doing?
That's our aborted attempt at... That's the people that were sent to save the people that now need saving.
It's not, you know.
Are you sure?
It's the one that... Hang on, we've got that one, Red Les Mun 1. Oh no, the game hasn't saved properly, mate. That's the one that was supposed to be heading towards Minmus.
Shit.
Something's gone wrong with the autosave, or we fucked up somehow. And...
Oh.
Yeah, because that's Bobless. He's supposed to be heading towards Minmus. Right. Dear viewers, something appears to have fucked up. It may have been something I did. I've got absolutely no idea.
That's a crying shame.
So, yeah, we're going to have to just try and set an additional intercept course for Minmus then.
Okay, we're thinking on my feet here. See if we can hit Minmus with him, and then we'll have to jump back to Bobby Bob and put him down on the moon. If he lands on the Highlands, I'll be incredibly pissed off, man. We've already been there.
This is really, really strange.
And it took us forever to get that manoeuvre nailed.
It did. I mean, if we fucked up, if I go back a video and find out that we've accidentally reverted a flight or something like that, that'll be really, really disappointing.
I'll tell you what, just aim him at the fucking moon as well, and then we can get them both down on the moon. We'll worry about Minmus another day. Fuck it. Less fannying on with these lines on a graph. More crashy.
Let's just shoot it towards the Mun.
Yeah. And then we've got 1 down and then another. I'd like 2 Kerbals on the same place. That would count as an invasion. If we've got more than 1 in the same place at the same time, in separate crafts, I'll consider the invasion a success. We can pull back victory from the jaws of defeat. Do not lose heart, we can do this.
I'm really confused as to how this has happened, to be perfectly honest. I'll have to watch the other video back and find out if we made a mistake by... I don't know, maybe reverting a flight instead of going back to the Space Centre like we should have.
Genuinely don't think that we did that though. Anyway, it's happened. We're just going to have to deal with it. We're living with the consequences here. So, yeah, if we can get 2 things down on the moon by the end of this episode, I'll be happy as Larry.
Well, we all know how happy Larry is.
Exactly.
Estimated burn not applicable.
You need to maybe tap your engines. Yeah, maybe you can tap them that much.
Estimated burn 43 seconds. We may not have 43 seconds worth of fuel out of these engines, but we will
give it a go.
See what we can do.
It's like it's remembered that we did do a burn, and it's used with fuel, but then it's just not remembered how that worked out.
It's put us on the non-equatorial orbit that I put us in to get us in line with the orbit of Minmus. So it's remembered that part of the manoeuvre.
And what sort of orbit are we doing here? We haven't maybe scraped the atmosphere and it's like jiggered everything, have we?
No, absolutely not. We've got 115 and 85.
Yeah, they're both safely above it.
Not a clue what's happened, but you know, we will make the best of a bad situation.
It's what we always do.
Well, we're not very good at the game, so it's pretty much
it's one
all we can do.
One bad situation to another that sometimes we nearly get turned around.
I'm really upset about that.
It's gutting, mate.
Well, the last thing we did was get rid of all the debris. So what I'm going to do, because we did that after the last video, what I'm going to do is go back to the Space Centre once I've got this and see if all the debris is still there. Okay.
But in any event, worry about one thing as it comes. Get him going vaguely in the direction of the moon.
Absolutely.
So what's that, 21.5 seconds? It's pretty good timing.
I'm getting better.
Okay, so he's going to come in behind the moon from the look looks of it. But that's okay, we'll probably just have to put him into an orbit if we can do, and then cut it back.
That's got to run out of fuel before it gets there. We're going to have to use the pussy engines.
Let's see if that'll do the trick. I think it should. There's quite a bit of fuel in them. Yeah, kick them. Get the new ones going.
We didn't have to do this to get the Minmus, which is odd.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think it's almost like it's used the fuel for the burn that we did. It just hasn't bothered to remember the new orbit. Very confusing.
Well, it is a game in the early stages. It's still an alpha even.
Yeah, it's got its fair share of quirks. Okay, bring it down. Bring it down.
That'll do.
That's pretty close. Nice.
It's even better than the manoeuvre node was giving us.
Now, just be careful, because we don't know exactly where we're going to be coming down here. And I suppose the thing that we've got to worry about is mountains. If we're coming down like a kilometre above the surface.
Well, let's just see what's going on. He's going to have his Mun encounter in 2 hours and 43. So let's switch over to the Mun 1.
Bobby Bob Bob.
And see when Bobby Bob Bob's going to have his Mun encounter. In 1 hour. So 20.
Okay, so we can fast forward a bit and then get him sorted.
But what I want to do is nip back to the space centre and see if all that debris is gone, to see if it is a genuine sort of fuck up.
It seems strange, mind. I mean, I know that neither of us have like hundreds of hours in Kerbin by any stretch. No, hang on.
Some of the debris is there, but we had a lot more than that. Oh, yeah. No, that's the one. That's what we've just kicked off. That's the engines that we've just kicked off. Yeah. There.
So it has cleared the debris as well.
I'm wondering if we well, no, because as you say, it does seem to have. Never mind. We can spend all day wondering what has happened, what might have happened, what's going to happen.
Shit happens.
And I shouldn't have come out that screen, because what I really need to do is get back on the Red Lasmun 1.
Fly that bad boy. I think we've just got to accept shit happens, and if anything, more shit happens around the Geordie space program than maybe happens in other space programs. But we'll get there. Holy
I'm
shit!
worried at how much faster he's going.
Doesn't matter. Look, we're coming. What? It's fine.
Oh. I'm worried that by the time we get this landed, that one's going to be getting either dragged towards it or shot out.
We'll sort it.
I'm just going to have a quick look. 50 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's fine. He'll be down in 10.
And then 1 hour 47 by the time it hits periapsis.
Yeah, that's loads of time.
Piss off. I don't want to select the Mun.
I'll just go to the space centre. Fuck out.
Yeah, the key is where I've got my mouse. Kerbal Space Program. You cock.
Just hop straight back in.
Okay.
I want 2 landings. I want them clean and I want them clinical.
Oh, this is going to be terrible if I fail to land either of them. On escape trajectory out of that is not what I call an escape trajectory.
Depends what you mean by it. It's an escape from life, definitely. Okay, and I think we're coming down into a different part of the surface by the looks of it. We might be coming down towards like a more kind of cratery region, sort of up towards the polar area to the north of the planet. Should be interesting. We haven't been there before. Now, what are you going to do with these this transfer stage? There's a little bit of fuel left in it.
I'm going to use it to slow us down.
Alright. Bearing in mind these are quite powerful, so it will make a big difference very quickly compared to the little bus engines.
It will, but I'll use it to slow us down and then I'll just get rid of them. Oh, overshot the mark.
Look at all that RCS fuel just pissing out into space.
Yeah, but we don't need the RCS fuel anymore.
I know.
The RCS was to help us in the initial stages so we can afford to piss it away. Electric charge is fine. Monopropellant's alright, to be honest with you, mate. To be honest, as soon as we lose the lander stage, we lose the monopropellant anyway.
Yeah. So, that's sitting fairly pretty. Time to start speeding up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, otherwise we'll be here all frickin' day.
Don't want to do too much. Oh, that's quite a bit. Still a good old distance off, though. Yeah, it looks as though we're coming down towards that big dark crater.
I don't like the idea of landing on a crater.
Be fine.
I'm getting under 100,000 and then...
I mean, it's quite close. It is quite close. Not ridiculously close, though. Actually,
I might try and use this stage to get us on a sort of straight down trajectory if I can.
Yeah, it makes sense. Killing the horizontal.
Kill the horizontal by using these engines.
If you come down in the Highlands, though, I'm going to go apeshit. Being at the Highlands, I mean, we'll still get science, but it's not the point. The invasion was supposed to hit previously uncharted areas. You're still very high up to be killing your horizontal velocity here.
Yeah, I've given up on that.
Yeah.
Well, I've slowed the horizontal velocity down a bit.
So if anything, the debris coming down and exploding is kind of like a warning shot across the moon's bows.
It is. That is the first opening aggression in the, well, what was the Geordie invasion, but we're now calling the Geordie Skirmish.
Yeah, Geordie Skirmish. Wake up, fuckers even.
Yeah.
You're being skirmished.
Fuck you, moon men. The Geordies are coming.
We're here to take your grey cheese.
We're coming very slowly. This looks like a treacherously non-flat area.
Don't matter, we've got legs, haven't we? Put the legs out. It's been a while since I've been able to say that. I've missed it. I haven't said that for like 2 friggin' episodes. Jesus.
We have no use for legs.
Okay, so we're coming down pretty fast here.
We've got plenty of fuel, so I can't afford to be a little bit wasteful with it.
Now, of course, remember, I don't think we'll have any kind of communicators either, so really, for the invasion to be a true success, they need to come home again, so don't be daft.
There.
Doesn't matter, just put it back on. You just kicked out a little bit. Yeah, we're 14. Keep burning until that's pointing straight up.
Yeah, I think we're coming in too fast.
Fine, just keep burning. Just keep burning.
Well, in the mountainous regions, the surface can be quite high.
Don't matter, keep burning. Doing alright. Maybe not doing so alright anymore. Although we are slowing down. We are slowing down.
No, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're gonna die.
No.
We're gonna die.
Just keep burning.
We're gonna die.
Keep burning.
We're gonna die. We're coming in too fast.
We've still got 4,000 metres according to that. It might not be right, but... No, we're slowing down. Look, we're going to do it. Once that gets down to about 10, you can sort of cut, because you don't want a kangaroo. Oh, look at that, man.
We're going to survive. We're going to survive.
And we've got lights on this. Try it. Lights is up next to the clock in the top middle. Not the key. You brought the legs in. What are you doing? There we go. Right, there's the floor. Careful. We're coming down. No, we're not.
We're not. We're going slightly back up again because I was too busy looking at the fucking light.
But we're coming straight. Well, we're not coming straight down again. This is good. This is good. Here we go. Don't even touch the throttle. Just let me come down slightly. Certainly, you don't want to burn straight up. Now, brace yourself. This might make your eyes water. Bring it down. Bring it down. Cut. That's it. No, fine. Fine, we're down. You've turned them on again. There, look. Hooray! There we go. You invaded, fuckers. It's official. So, before we start fannying on, we better check to see how the other... Why are you bringing the legs in?
I didn't need to. Legs back out. I meant to turn the lights off.
Well, that was a lucky escape if I ever saw one. Okay, go and check on, was it Mirza in the other one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go and see, Oh, Mirza's still miles off, look.
But we might as well...
Yeah, get them both down. That's the way to do it. I'm sure that Bobby Bob will be fine just sitting there. Can't believe he survived. That was very, very smooth move.
Smooth move. It was fucking flying by the seat of my pants last minute. It was too close, mate.
It doesn't matter.
I started the burn way too late.
That's the way I like it. Right, so he's got a bit of a periapsis. So he's going to kind of scoot around it. Still coming down on the north, but the other side of the moon by the looks of it. Get yourself a little bit closer. Same again, thank you very much, and we'll consider the moon invaded. That's half the invasion sorted. We did want maybe 3 or 4 in each location, but, you know, allowing for wastage, as we'll call the casualty reports that are coming into Geordie Space Command. I think this is sitting fairly pretty, all things considered. Not doing too bad at all.
Oh no, that's landing in far too similar a position.
That'll not do it.
Let's put them in an orbit, and then we can choose the landing spot a little bit more accurately.
You'll not be able to get an orbit with a periapsis of 7,000, you'll hit something. Yeah, if you get over 20,000, you should avoid any mountainous regions. Could we bring them down on the pole, do you reckon?
We could try.
That would be quite good. I think there's a polar region on the moon, possibly. Although I'm not even sure if Bobby Bob might count as being there, because he's sort of well north. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. See what happens here.
Let's just get that ferry access up.
We'll get it up to about 21, 22. Should be alright. Cool. Yeah, I mean, if he came down there, it's close to Bobby Bob, but at the same time, it's a hell of a burn.
So, hang on. It is a hell of a burn. This isn't particularly efficient.
We're coming right over. We're scraping the top of the moon, aren't we?
So, I mean, that'll bring us down sort of South Polish.
I mean, if we could aim for that, I think we'll probably hit a mountain first, like coming in and then scraping around. I think, to be honest, we're fanning on way too much. I think just get it close and then start burning, bring the thing down to whereabouts we are. With that periapsis, once you hit that, just start burning like a lunatic and see where that takes one. You're hitting buttons here like a mofo. Do you know what you're actually aiming at?
I know what I'm trying to do, but what I'm actually doing seems to be very different.
Explain it for our viewers and to me.
I'm just trying to adjust the angle so we're coming in at a different angle from... Ah, there we go. That's what I'm doing wrong. So let's rotate that round a bit. And that puts us in a completely different place from him.
Cool.
And it's only a 10-second burn.
Well, I hope that isn't the Highlands.
It is what it is. Where's my manoeuvre-naughty bit?
Cool.
To be honest, we could probably just do it from here. We don't really need to get there. It's going to have pretty much the same effect. In fact, it'll be slightly more fuel efficient if we do it from here.
No, I'm liking it. That looks as though it's going to bring you down on the side of like what appears to be some sort of like canyon.
I could aim for that crater.
Yeah, go for that. That's the way to do it. That's what I like to hear. Right, smack banging it. Cool. That's good. And then burn a little bit prolapse.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, my man.
Cool. Bring that bad boy in.
That's not doing much.
It's doing a bit. Yeah, it's crawling it in. That'll do.
That'll do. That'll get us there.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind we're going to be killing we're horizontal.
Yeah, exactly.
So at some point, we are going to be coming down earlier than that.
Alright, so yeah, kill that off and then speed up time, get him down.
It's going to take about 24 minutes to get there. I like to use little fake manoeuvre nodes to get my timing on.
When we're starting to get close to the moon though as well, just might be worth hopping back in just to make sure there's no mountains around there that we can't see from up here.
Well, it's in a crater, so...
Well, there we go. Yeah, but craters can be surrounded by mountains.
Where is it?
That's where we came.
Where's that giant... there we go. So that's where we're aiming for.
There's a particularly knobbly bit. Have you seen that in the crater?
That bit there?
Yeah. That looks dangerous.
It's like a sort of belly button, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The moon's navel.
I wonder if that's what the biome's called. Mun or navel.
If it ain't called that, that's definitely what it should be called.
We can call it whatever we want if we're the first to land there.
Definitely. Okay, let's get ourselves in. There's still quite a bit up. Bring that down. Coming in at quite the old speed. Okay. So we're still very, very high up here, but it's up to you if you want to start trying to kill like horizontal, and then you've just got to worry about coming down.
Are we above the crater now? It's hard to tell now that we're
I
close.
think we are, yeah. If you start doing it now... Oh, I'm going to skim the navel. Always a painful endeavour at the best of times.
Very, very fuel wasteful.
Oh, and you put the legs out there even being prompted.
I'm learning.
Yeah, but it makes me redundant. My job effectively is to complain at you and tell you to put the legs out.
Craters within craters there.
Yeah. It's exciting stuff.
It's probably not the best landing spot, to be honest.
Doesn't matter.
I am worried about the fuel situation.
Alright, cut it. Just cut it and wait until we're a bit closer and see how things are going. I mean, you've cut quite a bit of the horizontal there, so...
We'll get it down to 200.
Okay.
Now, this is presumably going to be quite low down on the old above.
I think so. Maybe pop the lights on as well. I mean, we're still on the light side, so we'll be using those solar panels to get some electricity in. It does make things that little bit easier. I mean, by the time you see them, if you haven't got yourself ready, you're going to be a green sphere. But ultimately, it's just that kind of illusion of security. I like the lights being on and the legs being out.
Just like the fact that we like the SAS being on, even though we're pretty sure it's not.
Well, it was the RCS and the green light. The SAS is handy.
The SAS
uses electricity,
spinning
but
out.
It helps. Yeah, it helps your capsule control. Yeah.
Many times I've had problems, and I realise it's because I haven't had the SAS turned on.
Yeah.
But we always used to like to have the RCS turned on, even when we didn't have any RCS installed.
Like now, for instance. Just nice having it on. The green light.
No!
The green light's got
no! Panic!
Just keep it back on.
I'm a bit concerned as to actually where I'm going to start doing my burn here, given that I have no idea how far down the ground is. I mean, we're not travelling that fast. I kill that speed off relatively quickly, I think.
I mean, it's picking up, but a lot of that is we're kind of falling towards the planet.
I think I should knock it down to about 100.
Yeah, I'd say when we maybe hit about 15,000 metres.
I don't know, I started burning at 20 last time and it proved to be skin of teeth.
Okay, yeah, well you can see actually the rim of the crater just at the top there. So it's starting to come down. It can't be that deep. Maybe kill off the horizontal at least. And then just keep tickling that all there.
You say it can't be that deep, but it is one of the largest craters on the surface of the moon.
Nope. Nearly went up again there. I think just kind of hold it as you are.
The fuel situation's not ideal.
Exactly, so we need to be a bit more bolder with this. We need to come down quite low and then burn. I mean, we're kind of coming down fairly straight. There's not a huge amount of movement going on. I mean, it's still a lot, but it's not ridiculous. But we need to conserve that fuel in order to come down. What you could try and do, if you wanted to get in straight down, is drop down below that retrograde node. So point yourself down a little bit below it, and it'll kind of push it up until it's sitting right on the top of the ball.
Well, I'd need to do that.
No, that would push it down again. You want to do the other way.
No,
push it up. Yeah,
that won't push it up.
It will push it up.
That'll push. If I burn in this direction, that'll
just
bring
ever
that
so slightly. I promise you,
it won't. It won't. It'll bring it.
Just do it.
No. It's not.
Right.
That's not the way it works.
Anybody watching this who knows that I'm
if I
talking
burn
truth
in that
here,
direction,
I want to leave
the
a
thrust
comment.
is going to follow me, and I'm going to start thrusting that way.
It'll push that way, and it'll pull your prograde around.
No,
but it doesn't matter in any event. It's close enough. But that would happen.
It's not what would happen.
Once we finish recording,
if you burn in a direction, you start travelling in that direction. You don't start travelling in the opposite direction that you're burning in. That's just
yeah,
physics.
You're talking words and they don't make any sense. If you point slightly below that, it will push that up as it starts to bring the retrograde around.
Oh, hang on. Yes, I totally apologise because that's retrograde.
Success! Victory! Thank you! Eat my words.
Okay, I think we're getting quite close now.
Yeah, going fairly fast. Okay, maybe look down. Less time at the horizon. Just keep things pointing down. Yeah, we're coming down quite fast, so...
It's okay, I've got plenty of pork left on this.
Just thinking for the journey home as well. Oh, that's a big deep crater. It's probably the navel, just to the right there.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to land there.
This looks quite flat, all things considered.
It does. It does indeed.
Okay, so
we'll start seeing the lights in a second, I think. Are the lights on? Sure,
cut your thruster, you're going to start kangarooing. Yeah, it's just you can't see them. We're still about 3,000 metres up according to the altimeter.
Oh, there's a bit...
there we go, that's all we need. Okay, we're still coming in. Yeah, just tickle it, that's it. Just tickle it.
Nice and gentle.
Just sit at that fuel. There's the lights coming into view. Got some movement going on, mate. Be alright, don't panic. Cut the engines. That will come in. Hoping this doesn't tip, because it looks as though it might just. Oh, a bit more. Yeah. Oh no. Right, so we're kind of hovering. That's going to bounce horribly.
I just need to kill that.
You reckon you can? Going up. You want to really point it across if you want to try that kind of business. Oh, no, we're coming down. Just bottom it and see what happens. Oh! Oh! I think we would have been alright there.
No, that was tipping.
Right, this is what happened. Can you remember when I shouted you quite a bit when we bounced along the surface of the planet? Oh, now we're coming down, Jesus. We're just wasting fuel here.
Well, it's either waste fuel or die.
Other way. Oh, now we're... Yeah, you need to be pointing kind of towards, sort of, yeah, that kind of way. But more pointing, because it's still, we're using a lot of that fuel to push up again. Oh, that's alright. No, that'll do it. That'll do it. Leave it. That would have been fine.
It wouldn't have been fine.
That would have been finer than this. Now what?
I have no idea which way the ship is facing.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, do you know that? Right, new rescue mission needed, because that was fucking atrocious. We had 2 landings, and then you took off and decided to do that instead. Jesus wept.
It was going to flip over.
It wasn't.
It was going to flip over.
Even if it flipped over, at least it still would have been mostly intact, because now what have we got? Fucking batteries in a cockpit.
We've got an EVA report and a crew report.
Which we can't send anywhere. Whereabouts were we there? Any idea?
We'll have a look on the EVA report.
That was the... honestly, I could smash a coffee cup over your head.
Hey, so that was going to tip over. If I just done what you said and just left it, it would have tipped over.
I personally disagree. I don't think it would have done. But even if it was about to and you were about to do that, if you're going to make those kinds of manoeuvres, you need to point right at the horizon and just kill it dead. Not just... Well, we're burning most of the fuel there going back up.
That's easy to say from your comfortable seat.
This is the Moona East crater. Not that it'll do any good, because if we ever want the science, we'll have to come back. And there's another rescue mission.
That's a rescue mission I'm confident we can make.
After that performance, I think we're on shaky ground at the best of times.
Well, should we at least quickly see if we can get the other guy back?
Well, yeah, I think we should hop in, get the science, and then come back home. Let's remember to take all the science this time as well. That would be... Oh, yeah. That'll do. Okay then, yeah, well... 50% success rate. Half a smear. He's still alive. I don't... Actually, to be honest, I'm getting pissed off when we're leaving them alive. We should just be killing them off. Polar crater.
Excellent.
Well, that's quite good. That's positive. Feeling better. That'll do. Will do as well. $32 for taking a thermometer. Brilliant.
Oops. My bad. We should have installed the ladders.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got ladders now, haven't we?
We do indeed.
Well, we'll be alright. How much did we get there?
120.
Awesome. That was pretty good going at this end anyway.
And well, it's the Admiral who was succeeded.
So was that Mirza?
This is Billy Bob, isn't it?
Yeah. That's Billy Bob. But was Mirza the guy that's now lying in a smashed cockpit?
He is indeed.
Oh well, he deserved it. but I still think we could have done that much better than we actually did. But we did get one landing. We're now going home. Okay. Would be a little bit of a strange one. That's not bad. Silence is palpable.
Just get it into it. A wacky elliptical orbiter.
Yeah. So I suppose the next question that that comes to the forefront of my mind: what do we do about Mirza?
We're going to have to leave him there for now. And we'll come back and get him another time.
I mean, does he even deserve to be rescued? I mean, we've got a lot of rescuing that we're going to need doing, and I'm just thinking, is he not surplus to requirement? We can detonate capsules, right?
We can. Oh, this is a horrible orbit. I don't know how to get back from here, to be perfectly honest with you. What direction would we need to burn in? You've got sort of this way, would you?
No, that would be north and south inclinations. And that'll get you back. What's the periapsis like on that?
It'll be big.
It's very big.
But it doesn't matter. We just need to get into Kerbin's sphere of influence and then getting back to Doddle.
Okay, but it's a 33-second burn, and we've got less than half a tank of fuel in each of those thrusters. If Billy Bob ends up lost in space as well, I'm going to go apeshit.
You would. Getting back to Kerbin because of this.
I know. But even so, if something goes wrong, I'm going to scream and pull chunks of my hair out.
As long as it's chunks of your hair and not chunks of mine.
I'll do both, why not? Just trust that manoeuvre now, it'll flip around.
Fucking wants to.
Will do.
There we go. Ooh, I'm not sure about that, like. Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just fling that out and then pull her back in. Bit of a strange way of getting home at the best of times, but I suppose if it works, that's completely serviceable.
Oh, I always find it's best just to get into a wide orbit around Kerbin. And then simply pull it back in.
Okay, we'll make sure that Billy Bob gets himself home, and then, that's somewhat of a success. So you're just aiming straight for the planet again.
Absolutely.
You see, it works really, really nicely if, say, you had like maybe a 20,000 periapsis coming around, because then you get aero brake and you get to slow down in the atmosphere.
You get another EVA report.
Just don't let go. Whatever you do, don't let go.
Just an extra 8 science, it's worth it.
I think it's probably because we're now under Kerbin's sphere of influence, or we're in a Kerbin orbit. Bring the legs in.
Let me get us back home and then I'll bring the legs in.
Alright, we'll catch some of the atmosphere there. There we go.
There we go.
Oop, that was a bit random. Bring our way home. Hope we don't hit one of those.
That would be astronomical odds.
In all of space, we've hit the 3 metre circumference little capsule, pinging its way around. Champion. We'll bring ourselves down to have a look.
Where are we going to land? In the water?
Looks like ocean. Oh no, that's a bit mountainy, but we'll probably come down on that grassland, I think, just before the blue line hits. What are you thinking here, Batman?
I don't think we've got any
sand
stuff from the desert.
Sand? You're going to aim for some sand then?
Why not?
Every little bit helps. So disappointed in Mirza's performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's telling that out of all the ships we attempted to launch, and there were many,
Yeah.
Only 2 of them actually ended up going to the moon, and only one's come back.
Yeah, this was supposed to be... I mean, in theory, we did have 2 Kerbals down on the face of the moon at the same time. One of them was probably sitting there with, like, broken legs and smashed teeth and a concussion, but he was down at the same time. That is technically an invasion. Probably the shittest invasion of all time.
We sent 2 soldiers.
Yeah, well, we're calling it a skirmish. It probably doesn't even count as a skirmish, never mind a fucking invasion. It's a barroom brawl, is what we've had with the moon, and we've came away with 1 black eye.
Oh yes, I forgot that this thing ends up pointing towards the atmosphere. So using these engines to slow it down, it does not work.
No.
It's because of your fucking wonderful aerodynamic
It's
design.
great, though.
Well, it would be great if there was actually sort of the proper physics of re-entry put in. You'd need something that is aerodynamic like this, otherwise it would just smash the bit.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's not actually doing us much help.
It's all about the heat shields, baby. But it looks good. I like the look of it.
It does look cool, I'll give you that much.
Yeah.
And what would happen if I forgot to deploy the parachutes?
You wouldn't make it to the end of the episode. You'd be probably strangled. There we go. Fresh air. Fresh,
Get rid of
very
that,
sandy air. Yeah.
We don't need that. Like so?
Every time we do that, I always get some horrible image of it just coming crashing down on top of me.
Well, it's heavier, so it should be... See, this is part of my problem, especially when it comes to landing. I always lose track of where the front of the ship is, and I really should manoeuvre purely on the manoeuvre node.
Well, yeah, like the nav ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should just totally be on the nav ball, especially when we're that close to the face of the moon.
But I find it very hard not to manoeuvre based on... Like, right now, I'm not even looking at the nav ball, I'm just looking at the ship.
That's why we're getting a rapidly expanded body count. And more failures than successes. We need to just focus on that nav ball. It tells you everything you need to know. So, well, at least we'll get some... Bear in mind... Well, I suppose we'll get the craft. That's always handy. Oh, there we go. A little exploring. Remember to slow things down, because can you remember what happened the last time we tried to get some sand?
Absolutely.
Okay. And his name was Bill, which is a little bit like Billy. So just be
That was
extra careful.
the first death of Bill.
Okay. Nice gentle landing going on there. Looks quite nice out here.
It is. Lovely place to come for a holiday.
Honk.
Nope. Gravity exists here.
But that's much better than the last time we came to the sand. Okay. 9 signs. We've got some sand and rocks.
Right, let's recover Billy Bobble, the one successful member of the invasion team. So we've got 11.4 from him, takes us up to 560. I reckon we're going to get a good couple of hundred from this ship.
I'd hope so.
That's not the one we want. Yes, we'll recover the vessel, please.
366.
366.2 gives us 927.
It's nearly a grand's worth of signs.
Yeah, I think we'll spend that at the beginning of the next video.
I think that's a very good idea.
Oh, well, thank you for watching the Geordie invasion, which then turned into the Geordie skirmish, which then returned to Billy Bobble.
Yeah, which turned into green smear, as we predicted all along.
Less successful than I would have hoped for, but we have come out of it with 300 knot signs. So.
Got another lunar landing, you can't always knock that. You know, we've got to try and take the victories as and when we can find them.
Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, there should be a subscribe button floating around on the top of your screen.
So, yep.
Please give it a click, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.
See you next time, bye-bye.
Bye.